Good evening, class. I hope everyone are okay. Today we are going to discuss about covalent bond. My name is Madam Ruth, for those who don't know me. Okay, our today's learning outcomes are: number one, by the end of the session, you as my learners, you'll be able to define the term covalent bond. And number two, you as my learners, by the end of this session, you'll be able to explain types of covalent bond. Okay, we are going to start with the definition of terms. And the main term that we are going to define for today's lesson is covalent bond. Covalent bond, this is a type of bond which is formed when atoms share electrons. Not only atoms, but non-metal atoms only. Covalent bonds are the strongest type of bond and are found in the most organic molecule. This type of bond is commonly between nonmetals as they have similar electronegativity. Sawa class?
Yes, madam.
Are you there? Yes. Any question?
We are good.
Okay, thank you. We are going to look at the examples of covalent bond. Number one, we have hydrogen gas. In hydrogen gas, each hydrogen atom has one electron and they share these electrons to form a stable molecule. That's why it's an example of covalent bond. We have chlorine gas written as Cl2. This is whereby each chlorine atom has 7 electrons in its outer shell and they share one electron pair to form a stable molecule. We have number 3, oxygen gas. Oxygen gas, its formula is O2, meaning that it has 2 oxygen and the 2 oxygen shares electrons. They pair those electrons. So, in short, they share 2 electrons pair to form a stable molecule. We have water written as H2O. This is whereby the hydrogen atoms share their electrons with oxygen atom to form a covalent bond. We also have other examples of covalent bond. I'm not going to explain them, but I'm going to state them. Later on, you will discuss them in your group discussion forum. And the group discussion forum is in LMS. Every student will post the answers, then reply to 2 individuals for it to be successfully done. Sawa?
Yes, madam.
Yes, so those examples are: number 1, methane. You will look about methane. Then you will look at the carbon dioxide as one of the covalent bond. You will also look at ammonia as one of the covalent bond. So note those down because I'll check on them. Okay, our next objective or learning outcome was to explain the types of covalent bond. So we are going to explain them. Then by the end of the lesson, you'll be able to explain them by your own. Sawa? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, you are there. Covalent bond can be classified into 3 types. They are always classified into 3 types based on the number of electron pair shared between the atoms. We are going to start by number 1, which is single covalent bond. In single covalent bond, this is whereby This is whereby two atoms share one pair of electron. For example, we have hydrogen gas. They always share one pair of electrons. We have chlorine gas. They also share one pair of electrons. We have oxygen gas, also share one pair of electron. You know, a pair of electron always, a pair contains two. So when I say that they share a pair, meaning that they share two electrons. Therefore, they are the simplest type of covalent bond. Second, we have double covalent bond. In a double covalent bond, two atoms share two pair of electrons. Two atoms share two pair of what? Of electrons. We have examples which includes carbon dioxide, written as CO2. We have water, written as H2O. Then we have ammonia, written as NH3. Yes, we have the third type of covalent bond, which is called triple covalent bond. In triple covalent bond, two atoms share three pair of electrons. This means that the total number of electrons that they will share will be 6. The total number will be 6 number of electrons. Therefore, we have the examples. Number 1, we have nitrogen gas, hydrogen gas, hydrogen cyanide, etc. Then we have summary of covalent bond. As you can see in this diagram, we have various structures of the types of covalent bond. The single bond, we have the double bond, we have the triple bond. As you can see in this diagram, single bond, we have its examples here. It's water. This means that we have 2 number of hydrogen gas and 1 oxygen. Then we have double bond, as illustrated in this diagram or this structure. This we have it example, which is CO2. CO2 means that 1 carbon and 2 oxygen. So carbon shares, this is whereby carbon shares two pair of electrons to each oxygen, as illustrated in this diagram. Then we have triple bond. Example is nitrogen, as illustrated in this diagram. This is whereby every nitrogen shares 3 pair of electrons, as indicated in this diagram. Okay, learners, that is the end of the topic of today and the end of our session as well. So I have no other point to add or subtract, but there is room for you to ask any question that you may have concerning this topic or this session. Any question?
No question, madam.
Sawa. Thank you. Did you understand the topic or the lesson? Did it flow for you well?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. So remember to do the assignment that I gave it to you under the examples of covalent bond. Then ensure that you discuss them. You post your discussion on the discussion forum. Then ensure that you reply to 2 other learners for it to be successful. Sawa.
Sawa, madam.
Haya, goodbye. Have a nice weekend. We will meet in the next lesson.
Thank you.
Thank you too.